Hi guys, and welcome to Strength Universe in partnership with Let's Get Checked. Please see the link in the pinned comment or description and use code UNIVERSE to get a 30% discount. Before we start, I'd like to thank everyone who raised questions about the strength of Wilt Chamberlain. Any material contained within is used under the Fair Use Act. Wilt Chamberlain was born on the 21st of August 1936 in Philadelphia. He had a verified height of 7 foot 1 inches, and during much of his playing career he weighed 125 kilograms or 275 pounds. Wilt was a frail child and nearly died of pneumonia, which resulted in him missing a whole year of school. In his early years, Chamberlain was not interested in playing basketball because he thought it was a game for sissies. He was, however, an avid track and field athlete who high jumped 6 foot 6 inches, ran the 440 yards in 49 seconds, and the 880 in 158. He could throw the shot put 53 feet 4 inches and long jump 22 feet. According to Chamberlain, basketball was king in Philadelphia, so he eventually took up the sport in 7th grade. He was very tall even as a child, already measuring 6 foot tall by the time he was 10 years old, and he was nearly 6 foot 11 inches tall when he attended Philadelphia's Overbrook High School, where he was a star player for the Overbrook Panthers. During the following 3 years, Chamberlain led Overbrook to 2 city championships, logged a 56-3 record, and broke the high school scoring record. After his last season, more than 200 universities tried to recruit the basketball prodigy, among them UCLA and University of Pennsylvania. In 1955, Chamberlain entered the University of Kansas, where he played for the Kansas Jayhawks. On the 3rd of December 1956, he made his varsity debut as a centre. In his first game, he scored 52 points and grabbed 31 rebounds, breaking both all-time Kansas records. Later, Chamberlain again showcased his diverse athletic talent at the Big 8 Conference Track and Field Championships, where he ran the 100-yard dash in 10.9 seconds, threw the shot put 56 feet, recorded a distance of 50 feet in the triple jump, and won the high jump for 3 years straight. During his time at Kansas, Chamberlain won the NCAA Tournament Most Outstanding Player in 1957, and he was the 2-time consensus first-team All-American in 57 and 58. Following what had been a frustrating junior year at Kansas, Chamberlain wanted to become a professional player before finishing his senior year. But at that time, the NBA did not accept players until after they'd graduated college. So he decided to play for the Harlem Globetrotters in 1958 for the sum of $50,000, and was a member of the team that made history by playing in Moscow in 1959. Chamberlain went on to make his NBA debut on the 24th of October 1959, starting for the Philadelphia Warriors and becoming the NBA's highest paid player after signing a rookie contract valued at $30,000. Chamberlain's NBA career continued for the following 14 years, during which time he played for the Philadelphia Warriors, who later became the San Francisco Warriors, the Philadelphia 76ers, and the Los Angeles Lakers. It was while playing for the Lakers during the 9th game of the 1969-1970 NBA season that Wilt suffered a serious knee injury, suffering a total rupture of the patella tendon at the base of his right kneecap that would take several months to recover from. The following year, after the playoffs, Chamberlain challenged the heavyweight boxing legend Muhammad Ali to a fight. The 15-round bout would have taken place on the 26th of July 1971 in the Houston Astrodome. Chamberlain trained with Cus D'Amato, but later backed out, withdrawing from the much publicised challenge by way of a contractual escape clause that predicated Ali beating Joe Frazier in a fight scheduled earlier in the year. Following his highly successful ABA career, in which he achieved the following accolades, which include being a 13-time NBA All-Star and 7-time NBA scoring champion, Wilt coached the San Diego Conquistadors of the ABA League for what would turn out to be a single mediocre season. After his stint with the Conquistadors, Chamberlain successfully went into business and entertainment. Making money in stocks and real estate, he bought a popular Harlem nightclub, which he renamed Big Wilt Small Paradise. Chamberlain also made money by appearing in ads for TWA, American Express, Volkswagen and Foot Locker. Following his basketball career, volleyball became Chamberlain's new passion. Being a talented hobby volleyball player during his Lakers days, he became a board member of the newly founded International Volleyball Association in 1974 and went on to become its president the following year. As a testament to his importance, the IVA All-Star Game was only televised because Chamberlain played in it. He rose to the challenge and was named the game's MVP. He played occasional matches for the IVA Seattle Smashers before the league folded in 1979. But how strong was Wilt Chamberlain? And to answer that, we will start with some video clips that are regularly used as demonstrations of Wilt's strength, starting with his appearance on the Dean Martin Celebrity Roast Muhammad Ali, which aired on the 19th of February 1976, in which Wilt lifts comedian Red Button with ease. But many overlook the fact that at this time Wilt was 39 years old and weighed close to 320 pounds, while Red was only 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 63 kilograms or 140 pounds. But I'd like you to leave a comment below if you could lift someone in this manner who is 22% shorter and 56% lighter than yourself. Another clip that's often used as an example of Wilt's strength appears to show him throwing a 6 foot 6 inch 235 pound Gus Johnson with one arm. But in slow motion it's quite clear to see that Wilt pulls Gus just as he lifts his leg off the floor and thus is off balance, which means this isn't as impressive as it first seems. Next I will compare Wilt's best claimed gym lifts against the 10 million registered lifters on strengthlevel.com and filter those lifts to match Wilt's approximate body weight and age at the time of those lifts, and we start with the deadlift. In an excerpt from the book Wilt 1962, The Night of 100 Points and the Dawn of a New Era, authored by Gary Pomerantz, it's claimed that when Wilt was 25 years old, he was able to deadlift 283 kilograms or 625 pounds. In a 2020 article in the Phelps County Focus by Dave Roberts, it's claimed that when Wilt was around 35 years old, a world-ranked powerlifter witnessed him easily deadlift 318 kilograms or 700 pounds. Now, while this seems like a huge jump, bear in mind that it was 10 years later and Wilt's body weight had increased from 260 pounds to 315. And that being the case, a 700 pound deadlift would rank Wilt in the top 11% of Strength Level's registered lifters. Next we look at the clean and jerk, and in the same excerpt from the book Wilt 1962 we find that Gary Pomerantz states that Wilt could clean and jerk 170 kilograms or 375 pounds, which is demonstrated here by NSF weightlifting. If Wilt was able to clean and jerk such a weight, according to Strength Level, he'd be ranked in the top 13% of lifters of his age and body weight, which is impressive by today's standards, but Wilt achieved this lift prior to 1962. And at that time, a 170 kilogram clean and jerk would be good enough to compete at the 1964 Olympic Games. And this, combined with Wilt's very long levers, makes such a weight seem highly unlikely. We follow the clean and jerk with the tricep pushdown, and during a 2012 interview with Bill Simmons, Arnold states the following.
He came to the gym and he would do a tricep extension. The big guys, the strongest guys, would do, let's say, 120 pounds, let's say. He would come and he would do 150, 170 pounds.
During a 2020 interview with the Los Angeles Times, Arnold states that Wilt would do tricep extensions with 82 kilograms or 180 pounds, and I believe as before that Arnold actually meant pushdowns rather than extensions, and if this were the case it would rank Wilt in the top 32% when placed against Strength Level lifters of a similar age and body weight. The final and most controversial lift is the bench press, which has been widely touted to be 500 pounds on numerous websites and publications, but during interviews given to Cohen O'Brien and Mike North, Wilt made the following claim.
I mean, I'm a guy bench pressing around 600 pounds when I was at my best.
600 pounds?
Yeah, right. 52 vertical bench press, almost 600 pounds. Michael would probably be going
Wait a minute, 600 pounds?
600 pounds.
If Wilt's claim is to be believed, it would place him in the top 0.7% of all registered lifters on strengthlevel.com of his age and weight. But considering that the raw bench press world record at that time was held by Pat Casey at 279 kilograms or 615.5 pounds, the claims seem utterly implausible. Or as Mike North so eloquently puts it,
I think you're exaggerating. You're out of your mind.
We all
And
exaggerate.
therein seems to lay the truth. While there's no doubt that Wilt was an incredible athlete and quite possibly the strongest NBA player of all time, many of the figures he claimed in later years seem to be exaggerated, and there's clear evidence to support this. During Wilt's 1958 performance at the Big 8 Athletics Championships, he ran 100 yards in 10.9 seconds. Yet in interviews given in the 1990s, he claimed to run this distance in 9.5 seconds.
What would you do the 100 in?
The 100-yard dash,
Yeah.
maybe 9.96, 9.5 for the 100-yard dash.
I run the 109.5. I have a
Wilt Chamberlain once claimed in an interview that his vertical during his prime was an easy 46 to 48 inches. But in this interview from 1997, he claims it's 52 inches.
I have a 52 vertical bench.
Now, I'm no expert on basketball, so I refer to articles written on epochperformance.com, verticaljumpworld.com, and a video on YouTube by PJF Performance, for whom I've left links in the description. And their conclusion was that Wilt's vertical was between 35 and 40 inches. So the question is, if Wilt Chamberlain exaggerated about these numbers, did he also exaggerate about his bench press? So please leave a comment below letting me know your opinion. I've left credits and social media links in the description below, so please check those out and give them a follow. And finally, if you enjoyed the video, please help to support my channel by smashing like, sharing the video, and if you haven't done so already, by subscribing. Thank you.